Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, episode number 121. In this episode, we're going to talk all about the challenges of being a badass. It's going to be you and me, because guess what? There are challenges to being a badass. It is not always easy, and I want to address those challenges and get to the bottom of it today. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to talk about that. But before we do, I want to let you know, in the month of June, we're doing a giveaway for the Ordinary to Badass anti-blue light glasses, and I want you to enter. So if you want to do so, head on over to iTunes and leave a rating and review. Of course, I'm hoping it's a 5-star rating and review. And then screenshot it. So get on Instagram, put it in your Instagram stories, and tag me at Ordinary to Badass. That's all you have to do. Easy peasy. So again, leave a rating and review on iTunes, screenshot it, send it to, put it in your Instagram stories, and tag me at Ordinary to Badass. Now, let's get to it. Welcome to Ordinary to Badass. Whether you're ordinary or badass, I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're just going to have a short little chat all about your badassery, because that's what's on my mind. I just got kind of fired up. You are such a badass. And it just drives me nuts when you don't know it, when you're not willing to admit it, and when you don't show it to the world. It's like this thing where we feel like we need permission from other people. We feel like we need them to tell us that we're good enough, that we're capable enough, that we're strong enough. And even then, it's hard to overcome that hurdle. For years, I would not call myself a badass. I would not challenge myself to be a badass. I felt big time like imposter syndrome, like I'm not enough. Somebody else has more qualifications than I do to be a badass. Have you ever done that? Where you compare yourself to everybody else around you? Here's the thing. Like, as a community of badasses, and even if you think that you're an aspiring badass, let me tell you, you're a badass. It's just about growing and getting your confidence, keeping confidence, trying to expand your confidence, right? Becoming a better person, like doing things that other people won't do. That's badass. Again, it's nothing about the physical strength that you have or some type of object, like no leather jacket required. So I just want you to really, this week, like sit in your badassery. Be proud that you're a freaking badass. I mean, the challenge of being a badass is that it's not easy. It would be so much easier for you to say, no, I am not a badass. Because that requires nothing. It requires nothing of you to be ordinary. And a lot of people around you are probably ordinary. Do they have the option to be a badass? Of course. Yes, absolutely. But are they willing to take on the challenge? Are they willing to do the uncomfortable work? Like, it can be hard. You have to push your boundaries, push your comfort zone to be a badass, right? It's so much easier to live in a safe little world where you know what's going to happen today, what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, okay, yes, we never truly know or can predict everything that's going to happen, but you don't have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You don't have to push your comfort zone at all. And like an example would be for confidence, right? To get more confidence, you have to practice. You have to do the work. You have to do things that make you uncomfortable. And so that's not easy. It would be so much easier to sit there and just be comfortable. And our brain does this thing where it tells us when we're in danger. And so if you've had a prior situation where you've done something and you've experienced danger, or, it doesn't even have to be danger. That sounds a little bit extreme. But your brain is trying to protect you from any of the bad things. So if you've had a bad experience in the past, your brain just says, oh, shut down. That hurt you before. And so we don't try new things. We do the same thing yesterday that we did the day before and did the day before. But there is so much glory on the other side of challenging. Like, yes, it's a challenge to be a badass, but there's so much glory in like digging deep and pushing through it. It's like the hard stuff, the crappy stuff, the things that we're pushing our comfort zone. That's where it feels amazing on the other side. The crappy times where we're pushing our comfort zone and it's hard. Yeah, it's really hard. But that's how you're going to get to the badassery, is on the other side of that, after you push through the hard things. And I mean, yes, you're a badass now, but there's different levels of badassery. I don't think that you're ever done, right? Like, I'm always going to be a badass, but I'm always going to continue to keep pushing and keep learning different things about myself and different ways that I can grow. Which brings me to a random point. I think that it's so important that you find 5 to 15 minutes a day to fill your head with good things. To fill your head with things that are going to inspire you, light you up. Because there is a lot of negativity, a lot of craziness in the world, right? But we need to fill our head with good, positive, inspiring, motivational things. And take 15 minutes in the morning, or maybe 15 minutes at night after your kids go to bed. And just really soak it up. Soak up what other people have done, or what other people says works for them. We often don't take time for reading or for doing things that will inspire us and motivate us, right? Life can be so busy. So if you're not intentional about getting out there and reading inspiring things or reading motivational things, I would say books, but you know what? You could listen to an audible book, or you can watch YouTube videos. I do not care. I don't care. Not like the silly, funny YouTube videos, but like something that's going to inspire you. A lot of times if you start your day off with something that's inspiring or motivational, it can set the tone for the rest of the day, right? But it's all about mindset. We have to be somewhat intentional about our mindset for the day. Be somewhat conscious of what we're deciding to think about and deciding to put into our body. Like, yeah, it's not food, but maybe it's food for the soul, right? So be intentional about what you're taking in, whether that's what shows you're watching, or maybe it's the news, or it's, hey, reading or watching motivational things that inspire you. If you're just a little bit of intention can go a long way. Okay, I kind of went on a tangent there. But another challenge about being a badass is that you face rejection. Other people might think it's weird, right? And that's okay. Let them think it's weird. Who cares? Other people might try to hold you back. And that's okay too. But you don't have to listen to them, right? So a couple examples that I have is like, I decided to stop having live TV. And so then I had moved and I didn't have any TV for like a week. And that was right after I stopped having live TV. So I had no TV for a week, and that was awful. That week was painful. I was so bored. I just didn't even know what to do, right? So then I didn't know how to fill my time, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But I just didn't have, there was like a lag from when I moved. I wasn't able to get internet and stuff for a while, so I couldn't even have like internet TV. But that week was life-changing. It's like after I got through that misery of the 1 week, I don't even know that it was a full week, but it felt pretty painful because before that I had watched TV like crazy. So then I became a non-TV watcher. Like I really don't watch TV a whole heck of a lot. And then that's something that people think is weird, right? Who cares? I'm weird. Whatever. That's just not what I choose to spend my time on. And it's no longer important to me. But if that labels me as weird, fine. So be it. Who cares? Now, another example is, have you ever had a situation where you were trying to be a hustler or being a hard worker and people told you, oh no, don't do that. That's not how we do things here. Or just chill out, relax. Don't go too hard. You're going to wear yourself out. And like, it's almost like they're like trying to tone you down, trying to get you not to work so hard and or do things so good. Maybe it's because it's going to be an embarrassment to them, as in they're not doing their job, right? I'm sorry, but who cares? Anybody can be ordinary. Anybody can do nothing or not push themselves to be better or do better. And okay, but that's not going to be me. But are you listening to those people in your life? Those people who tell you, slow down, you're good. Oh, you work too hard. Or you eat too healthy all the time, or just like little jabs almost, but it's because of them. It's because of what they're thinking. It's about what they think about themselves, right? Because then if you move to higher levels, if you do good, then they're going to think like, oh, damn, like I'm really not living up to my end of this. Or, you know, it might make them reflect on themselves and what they're doing or what they're not doing. But as a badass, you cannot let other people hold you back. You cannot let that rejection, you can't let it stop you. The hater's going to hate. People are going to be around. People will always have comments on what you are doing, especially if they see you rising to the top, right? If they see you doing good and being your best self, it might trigger something in them. But that is not your responsibility. Not your responsibility at all. So, yeah, it's a challenge. You certainly may have to face rejection, right? That's the public part. Now, often what we fear is the rejection inside. It's so hard to dream. It's hard to dream big and think of all these big, grand ideas. And then also to share them, right? Because people might laugh at you or might tear you down. But beyond that, like, people don't dream because they don't want that dream to be crushed. Like, oh my gosh, what is the weight? If I have this dream and I don't accomplish it, what does that say about me? What will people say about me? We think like, I don't want to dream because if that doesn't happen, then I'm going to be so embarrassed. I'm going to be mortified. Okay, but it's not that serious. We tend to think it's that serious, but like going after the things that light you up is so important. It's not your job to decide how good or how bad you're doing, right? Your job is to do the work. Your job is to do the things that you are passionate about, that light you up, and just be consistent and persistent about it. That's your job. Just keep doing the work. Just keep showing up day in and day out and doing the things that you love. That's all. It's not your job to worry about, you know, if you're moving as quickly as you want to, or if you're as successful as you want to be, or, you know, if you've hit your goal or not. No, that's not the point. That's not the point at all. The point is just to do the thing that you have the dream to do, right? Let God, let the universe, let source, whatever you want to call it, let that figure it all out, right? You don't need to figure out if you're succeeding or if you're failing. Nope, that's not your job. That's out of our hands. But that can be a challenge in itself, right? Just doing the work and letting go. I have to do that sometimes for Ordinary to Badass, right? I just do the work and let it go. Not to say that it's easy, because it's not. You know, we always want things to move faster or be bigger, or that, but that's the human condition, is to want something better than you have right now, when in fact it might be badass just the way it is, or you might be right where you're supposed to be. So I just want to remind you today that you are such a badass. Admit it. Any chance that you get it, admit it. Now, one thing when I said admit it, here's the thing. With your dreams, with your badassery, know who your people are. Know who it's safe to talk to and who it's safe to share your dreams with. There are some dream killers out there, and those people are not healthy, and they will take any chance possible to squander your dreams or be negative about it, and then let negativity seep into you, right? Don't talk to those people. Don't share. Well, I mean, you could talk to them, but just not about your dreams, right? Be intentional about who you're sharing your dreams with and your passions with. You want to share it with people who support you, who love you, who will be there unconditionally and not talk down to you or talk bad about what you're doing. So that's my challenge to you, is to show up in your badassery this week. And I would really love for you to find a symbol of your badassery. In the last episode, we talked all about how to abandon yourself, how to get rid of your old way of thinking. And part of that was using symbols of your badassery, right? So find something that you've done in the past that you're proud of, that maybe it's a goal that you accomplished, something you did that was good, that made you feel good, made you feel excited, made you feel proud of yourself. And so maybe that's a medal from like a 5K, or if you did some sort of hike and grabbed a rock at the top, or if you completed school and that was really hard for you to complete school, grab that diploma. Whatever it is, grab something that reminds you of your badassery and use that when you're going for something else that's hard, right? And try to remember that old memory from that 5K medal and how badass you felt, and apply that towards the next hard thing you're going at. And if you don't have a symbol, we have glasses on sale now. They say on the inside, one side says Ordinary to Badass, the other side says I am a badass, and it's all about reminding you of your badassery. And here's the thing, nobody else can see it. Nobody else can see the writing on the inside of these anti-blue light glasses. It's for you. It's kind of like Clark Kent, like normal person during the day, absolute badass at night, right? So that's you. I mean, I'm not saying you're normal during the day, but it's there to remind you that you are such a badass. Everybody else doesn't have to know what you're up to, but you know. You know you are meant for big things. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And if you don't know you're meant for big things, I am here to tell you, you absolutely are. So you can find the I Am a Badass anti-blue light glasses at ordinarytobadass.com/store. And another option for you to get a pair of those I Am a Badass glasses is to head on over to iTunes and leave a review. Leave a 5-star rating and review for Ordinary to Badass for this podcast. That way, other badasses just like you can find the show. And here's the thing. In the month of June, I'm going to be giving away a pair of these glasses for someone who leaves a rating and review. And then the second part of that is take a screenshot, throw it on Instagram, and put it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Ordinary to Badass. So somebody's definitely going to be winning a pair of these glasses in the month of June. So leave a review and then again, screenshot it and send it to me at Ordinary to Badass on Instagram. I'm getting great feedback on these glasses so far. I cannot wait for you to check them out. All right. With that, we'll end our show. To all you badasses, To all you badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, own it and get after it.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future Spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.